Today we're gonna make moqueca de peixe. It's a fish dish that is very simple. You just make layers of onions, tomato, add a little bit of coconut milk, let the fish sink in there and get the flavor, and that's it. So we start with onions that were cut at this approximate width, and then we are softening them on our beautiful elisamn brazier. And the next step is going to be to add some tomatoes to it. The next step is to set the layer of tomatoes on top of the onions. The tomatoes were peeled and seeded and cut in kind of little thick, maybe ½ inch thickness, and now they are going to be just landing their moisture there, getting soft while we prepare the rest. We can use a trick to give more color to the sauce, and it's called annatto seed. Annatto seed, they are natural seeds that have some reddish coloration. I'm gonna put them here on the tea bag, and then it's gonna go there later just to give a little bit of color, but we don't necessarily eat it. It's just for the color indeed. Now that the tomato is softer, I added a small can of coconut milk with 5-6 ounces, and I also set the tea bag with the annatto seed there. It's also time to add some seasoning, so I'm adding some pepper from Brazil here, some flake pepper, and salt to start getting some flavor to the dish, more flavor to the dish. The fish dish is going to be accompanied by rice, which is the best way. So here in the center I have some garlic, rice, and olive oil that I'm going to coat and brown first, and then I'll add the water. Now that the liquid in this moqueca is reducing, it is time to put the fish. We are going to turn it off, and we are going to do the process that gives the name to fish. It's moquecar, which is give it some time to rest in the liquid to get flavor. So we are going to gently get pieces of red snapper and put under that layer that we prepared. And we are going to do that with all the fish. The snapper was just salted slightly because we had some salt in the moqueca, in the preparation of the moqueca already. The next step on our 3 French pan Brazilian dinner is that we are using all these pans to make now what is called farofa. And I melted butter here and pressed garlic, and I'm gonna brown this garlic before I add manioc flour. The manioc is grated, then let it dry. After it's dried, it's transformed in flakes to create this very traditional side dish that is good with the fish. Now that the garlic is lightly golden, we are going to use the farofa, and we are going to stir slowly to roast it. So we are going to start out with this lighter color, and this is the brand of the it's called farinha de mandioca, type of bijou, because of the flakes that we have here. The process of roasting is simple. You just keep stirring and letting the farofa be exposed to the heat. That's all that it takes. And now our farofa is ready. It's all roasted, and you can see it acquired a darker color thanks to the heat from this beautiful copper pan. Now that the fish was moquecando for an hour, we put back on the heat source, and we are gonna let it cook for approximately 10 minutes or so, just to cook the fish, just enough time for that. And here we have our final product, which is the fish with the moqueca sauce, tomato flour, rice, and farofa. Bom apetite!